So I'm live on YouTube right now. Hold on. The New York Knicks just lost 93-85. Let me go on Twitter. Let me go on Facebook and go grab some cats. I already told people, but let me go get some more. New York Knicks, bottom line is, just a quick thought. Carmelo Anthony cannot do it all by him damn self. And that's just a fact of life. Let me pull open this chat room on YouTube real fast so I can see what the hell you guys are saying. Hell, we got Fields to the D League. Yeah, you know what? Landry Fields, hold on. I'm going to look at the box score right now. Landry Fields basically played like ass. And I said that on Facebook that this guy might as well just go the hell away and disappear. Landry Fields shot 2 for 8. He had 4 points, 2 turnovers. He was trash tonight. And you know what? At the end of the day, Carmelo Anthony was the only person that went out there and actually did something. The New York Knicks, listen, do they need Jeremy Lin back? I don't know if need is the exact word. I mean, when you think about the New York Knicks, they haven't had any type of continuity for the entire season. I mean, Jeremy Lin, this guy came out of nowhere. Amari Stoudemire, he has a bad back, and now he's gone. Carmelo Anthony basically gets the ball now, and everybody watches. Hell yeah, it worked last weekend against the Chicago Bulls. Hell yeah, they're going to whoop up on teams like the Washington Wizards. But the New York Knicks, what the hell are they going to do when everybody is healthy? Can we see the New York Knicks with a complete roster? Because when you boil it down, when they play a team like the Miami Heat, and the Miami Heat are in their own little slump right now, but the Knicks, listen, they're a wild card. The New York Knicks might as well be J.R. Smith. You don't know what the hell you're going to get from them at any moment. Now, what else do we have here? Bynum for MVP. You know what? Bynum may be the MVP for the next few games if Kobe Bryant just decides to sit out for the next few games. Lots of screens by Bosh. And nobody even cares about Chris Bosh no more. That guy is almost like an afterthought. Although he probably played best in the finals last season. You have Carmelo Anthony, or not Carmelo Anthony. What the hell I'm talking about? Wrong team. You have LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Everybody else might as well be a role player. Chris Bosh fades into the background. One day, guess what? Chris Bosh is probably going to be the first guy off of the Miami Heat. Whoever let Bosh get 14 rebounds is trash. Well, you know what? Everybody played like trash. Tyson Chandler can't go and get all the rebounds himself. Carmelo Anthony had 9. J.R. Smith had 7. Tyson Chandler had 5. And he played 30 minutes and he was injured and banged up. So, I mean, what the hell do you want from him? The New York Knicks never ever really rebounded. It's an amazing thing that they're playing defense behind Mike Woodson right now. What else do we have here? Well, we all know Goran Dragic, he's a monster. But the Houston Rockets, they still aren't doing anything when they get to the playoffs. The Knicks, they need to get better shots off. Well, you need to find some guys who are going to take some shots. I mean, Carmelo Anthony's taking all the shots. Novak is taking threes. J.R. Smith is hot and cold. Who the hell else is going to shoot the ball? There's nobody else there. Lin sucks. Go Mets. Am I mad that the New York Knicks lost? Listen, man. I remember when the Knicks were good in the 90s. The New York Knicks being bad now is nothing new, and it's nothing for me to get mad about. Would I prefer that they win? Absolutely. But you know what? Them getting their asses handed to them by the Miami Heat at the end of the game, that's no real surprise right the hell there. What other comments do we have here? Lakers are taking it. Where will the Knicks go in the playoffs? You know, the Knicks are a wild card. At the end of the day, the New York Knicks, as much as I love them, they will probably be eliminated from the playoffs. I don't care whether they end up above or on top of Philadelphia or underneath Philadelphia. It's probably going to be a wrap for them right now. The Knicks suck. Go Raptors. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Andrea Bargnani is saying the same thing while he soaks his big Italian foot in a hot tub. They said Carmelo has been leading the team in assists the past 2 weeks. If he's the assist leader, your team needs help. Well, look, the New York Knicks point guards right now are Baron Davis, Mike Bibby, who needs to retire, and everybody's favorite punching bag, Tony Douglas. And if Tony Douglas is on the floor, you probably know that the Knicks are in a blowout right now. JR, the Knicks are a first-round exit. You know what? They probably are a first-round exit. I can't deny that. Let me go grab some people on Facebook and see what the hell they're saying right now. What the hell is going on out here? On Facebook. Watch out for Boston in the playoffs. You know what? I know the Boston Celtics have been playing well, but I don't know how they're going to necessarily match up later on. I'm still a little bit concerned about their depth, regardless of whether or not you're starting Avery Bradley and pulling Ray Allen off the damn bench. I'm sketchy about Boston. I still like the Chicago Bulls. I still like the Miami Heat to come out of the Eastern Conference. One of those two teams are going to get it. I mean, the Chicago Bulls right now, they are just deep. They're deep like a prostitute. They've been inside a whole lot of times, but I'm going to keep it PG-13 on a Sunday. We're not going to talk about how deep some prostitutes are. Boston Celtics, I'm not worried about them. And if they do go to the finals, they're going to get beat up by the larger teams in the Western Conference. I mean, the Thunder are just a bunch of big-ass guys. What is your opinion on the Heat? I said this in Fan Friday. If you haven't seen Fan Friday, go check it out later on. The Miami Heat, I don't know what the hell is going on with their rotation. Their bench is off. It doesn't seem like Shane Battier or Mike Miller or James Jones, who can't even get in the game, they don't know what the hell they have to do. I mean, we all know you have LeBron, you have Wade, you have Bosh. But after that, what else are you getting? It's a wild card. Throw something up in the air and just call it a day. I see Twitter. People are bothering me on Twitter. What the hell is going on here? At JR Sport Brief. Yeah, there's a guy who liked the video. Hilarious. He's watching right now. Durant or LeBron James for MVP. Now listen, bro. I already said I like Kevin Durant. I mean, look. Yeah, we know he plays with Westbrook. We know LeBron plays with D. Wade. But at the end of the day, I think Kevin Durant has just been balling out of his mind. And in all honesty, I kind of tend to agree with what they said earlier. I think Dwayne Wade kind of steers the ship. LeBron tends to kind of fall back at the end of games, and we know Kevin Durant is a murderer. Kevin Durant all day long. Will the Knicks jump the Magic? I don't think it matters. And the Orlando Magic, they're another team that you might as well just write them off, because Dwight Howard is mad. Stan Van Gundy hates him. He hates Stan Van Gundy. And at the end of the day, the Orlando Magic are ass. I mean, Turkoglu is out. Dwight Howard is out right now. The Orlando Magic are going to do a whole lot of damn nothing. It doesn't matter. What do we have here? Would you like to get back Danilo Gallinari? I mean, what the hell is that going to do? You know what? I'd like to have Patrick Ewing patrolling the middle with Tyson Chandler right now for the New York Knicks. But it's not going to happen. So, let's bring back Charles Oakley while we're at it. Can the Knicks still win the division? Look, the New York Knicks are not jumping the Boston Celtics. The Knicks are not going to finish probably no higher than 7, 8. Call it a day. Stop it. Cut it out. Opinions on the Spurs once again being ignored when they're a legit title contender. I see you, Mr. Jamaican Fish 7. What else is new? The San Antonio Spurs win games. They go to the playoffs. They give people a hard-ass time. And then they go and win titles. This happened in what? 03, 07? Look, the Spurs are boring, that's first of all. And they play in a small market. Those are two things that are not going to equate to a bunch of people watching the San Antonio Spurs. And it's not like they have a big mouth guy on the team talking about, oh, we're going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. The San Antonio Spurs just win. And you know what? San Antonio Spurs fans probably could care less as long as they win. I mean, who cares what the hell the national media has to say about them? Yeah, Chip the Duck 113. Is this a live stream? Yes, it absolutely is. I think that hopefully cleared that up for you. Will Darren Williams leave the Nets this summer? I mean, that's like asking, do you like torture? I mean, if he gets paid enough and he thinks he's going to win, then absolutely he's going to stay. But do you like getting your ass kicked in the morning? I don't think Darren Williams likes to go to work at nighttime and get his ass handed to him every single damn night. And by the way, I must say, yeah, I say a lot of jokes, but the New Jersey Nets, they are a little better than I give them credit for, but they are still absolute garbage. I mean, they're not the Washington Wizards, they're not the Charlotte Bobcats, but they are on the next tier of NBA trash. Yeah, now you know it's a live stream. How can't, oh my God, did I just see that? Did somebody just say how can't? That is some of the worst damn English I've seen in my life. What do we have here? Will Vince Carter win a ring this year? He's not winning no damn ring with the Mavericks. I'd be shocked if the Dallas Mavericks were on my TV right now if they repeat as NBA champions. I highly doubt it. What do we have here? My main man Brandon hits me up on Twitter and says, when will the Charlotte Bobcats win the NBA championship? Now, this guy is a clown right now, but we all know the Charlotte Bobcats ain't winning the damn thing no time in the future. Antonio 12 Goncalves says, what's going on with Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose is hurt, and the Chicago Bulls are so complete of a team that they don't necessarily need him. I don't know C.J. Watson's contract status, but if this guy's a free agent, he might be playing himself into major minutes next year. I'm talking anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes a game. The Chicago Bulls are going to be just fine as long as Derrick Rose comes back in the playoffs. I know he shot 1 for 8 the other day, but if he's active and they're playing the way they're playing without him, they're going to be crazy, just like the Los Angeles Lakers are. Although the Lakers right now are down 13-5. Look, the Lakers, teams like the Lakers, teams like the Bulls, let the role players step up. We know what the hell we're going to get out of a Kobe Bryant. We know what a Derrick Rose is going to do if he's healthy. Just everybody relax and chill out. And I laugh at everybody who says the Chicago Bulls are better without C.J. Watson. What's popping here on Twitter? Twitter is blowing the hell up. Do you think Westbrook will perform better this year in the playoffs? You know what? There's a simple damn answer for that. If his ass decides to pass the ball to Kevin Durant, he can't watch Kevin Durant on the opposite side of the court, stand there open for 3, and decide, you know what, I'm going to take my black ass straight to the rim and try to get a 3-point play instead of passing it to Kevin Durant. This is a 7-foot guy who makes no damn sense. You know what, Russell Westbrook sometimes I think is out there on whatever Ron Artest plays on or drinks at halftime. It's wild. It's real wild. What the hell is going on here? More tweets. Tweets are killing me right now. What do we have here? I just answered that. Darem Candola on Twitter says Durant or James for MVP. Just look at what the hell they do in crunch time. There's your answer, bro. Scalabrini for MVP. We have some comedians. Any first round upsets for the playoffs? You know what? I must say, the NBA playoffs are extremely open this year. I don't think there's a clear-cut, definitive leader. I mean, I like Chicago, I like the Heat, I like the Spurs, Oklahoma City, and I like the Lakers. Those are my teams that I say, okay, they can go to the playoffs, and they have, I think, the highest chances and probabilities of winning it. And I'm looking at the standings right now. Who really thinks Indiana is going to win the finals? Boston, yeah, they're hot right now. Everybody goes through ups and downs. I don't necessarily think Boston is going to win the title, although they probably will make noise. I've always said the Atlanta Hawks, I don't care what they do in the regular season. When it comes playoff time, they're going to shock and surprise people, and then they're going to get eliminated. I don't care if they go to the damn NBA Finals. It's going to be a wrap for them. It's not worth talking about Orlando. It's not worth talking about Philadelphia. I'd be shocked as hell if the New York Knicks went to the NBA Finals. Oklahoma City, we know what the hell they're going to do. They're going to fight with San Antonio. The Lakers, the Clippers, I don't think are doing anything. The Memphis Grizzlies may go and surprise and shock the hell out of everybody again. Zach Randolph is back. Rudy Gay is healthy. The Memphis Grizzlies continue to kill. What do we have here? The Dallas Mavericks? I don't think they're doing nothing. Houston Rockets, we all know the Rockets aren't doing nothing. Denver Nuggets, they're sitting at that 8th spot, and then you have Phoenix behind them, maybe Utah. None of those teams are doing nothing. The only thing that the playoffs are advantageous for those teams are for the owners. They get some checks, they get some extra money, and some seats. But if you're a fan of like the Denver Nuggets, I mean, hell, you get to watch a few more games of basketball, but ain't a damn thing popping. On here on Twitter, Asher Thompson Cohen says, how do you like Melo scoring half of the Knicks' points? Well, look, Iman Shumpert had what, like 3 damn points? Novak was shooting blanks. It was Carmelo Anthony versus the Miami Heat, and that's not going to work. You know what? I can't see the New York Knicks even getting busy in the playoffs this season unless all the pieces fall together right. Mike D'Antoni had a funky squad. He had to deal with injuries. His lineups were bananas. The Knicks didn't play defense. Now you have Jeremy Lin comes out of nowhere. Carmelo is out. Stoudemire is out right now. Carmelo is back. I mean, the New York Knicks are one big-ass jumble, and it needs to be, or there needs to be one season where these guys can go out and play and know who's going to be there for 81 full games so they can see what their potential is and so they can go from there. What else do we have here? We all know LeBron and D-Wade are beasts. Do I think Utah can make it to the playoffs? I think the Utah Jazz, listen, I think Devin Harris is one of the most ass point guards in the NBA. I mean, you blink and this guy gets hurt. I mean, if you breathe on this guy, he gets hurt. This Devin Harris can ball, but his ass is always hurt. And I think if you have Devin Harris on the team, your team is done. And I know what the hell he did on the Mavericks eons ago, but we talking about right now, Devin Harris is ass, Utah Jazz are ass, and if you live in Utah, your team is ass, and you should probably go like ice fishing or go riding down a mountain. What else do we have here? Ersan Ilyasova. I see you, Tagay, 1991-56. Ersan Ilyasova is a beast. I don't know if anybody knows who the hell this guy is, but this guy is like Andrei Kirilenko on drugs and cocaine or ecstasy, because this guy rebounds, he shoots, he plays defense, he can handle the ball, he blocks shots. This guy he's amazing. And you know, if Ersan Ilyasova played in somewhere else besides Milwaukee, people would be kissing this guy's ass big time. Funny questions. Oh yeah, he's Turkish. We know he's a monster. Let's just call him Ersan the Monster. That sounds real dangerous. Excuse me. If LeBron wins the championship, do you think he deserves it? The hell type of question is that? I mean, what is he gonna bribe his way to an NBA title? Is he gonna like pay off a ref? I mean, if he wins and he plays his ass off, hell yeah, he deserves it. The guy's been in the league for what, 8-9 years now? And hell yeah, it's been that damn long. The guy's been around a long ass time. If he wins an NBA title, he certainly deserves it. How far will Kobe go with the Lakers? Lakers can always win. Let's just say that. They can always go out and win a title this year. Delonte West, I see, is lighting it up for Dallas right now. He got 6 points already. Who's going to be on the Knicks roster in 2013? Can we at least worry about 20-12 right now? I mean, let's think about this year. Who do I think will be the surprise team in the playoffs? I got to go with the Memphis Grizzlies. Bram Vector on Twitter says, who do I think Kevin Love is going to win the MVP? Hell no. Kevin Love is probably sitting somewhere soaking his head in a bucket of ice. I mean, he's a monster. He's the best power forward in the NBA. Yes, that means he's better than Blake Griffin. But do I think he's winning the MVP? No, not at all. Shine that trophy up and hand it to Kevin Durant. And by the way, I saw Kevin Durant rapping in a video. Stop it, bro. We want to see you play basketball. We don't want to see you in no damn rap video. So put your 7-foot ass on the court and shoot jumpers and stay out the booth. Should the Knicks trade Amari Stoudemire? I see you, No Dun King. You know what? Let's see what the Knicks do in the playoffs. I think it's too early right now to talk about trading Amari Stoudemire. We all know the world runs through Carmelo Anthony. But let's see the Knicks, like I said, let's see them play as a complete unit before we start talking about trade Amari. It was wild. Like 3 weeks ago, people were hitting me up talking about, yo, the New York Knicks need to trade Carmelo Anthony. Somebody hit me up on Twitter and said, yo, they need to trade Carmelo Anthony because Jeremy Lin doesn't have room to grow. Like Jeremy Lin's been in the league for like 9 years kicking everybody's ass. So please cut it out. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is probably on his way to Charlotte. Unless everything gets rigged and he goes to Brooklyn. Him and his unibrow. Hey, JR, where's Greg Oden now? You know what? I have no idea where Greg Oden is, but I can pretty much bet that his foot is in a sling somewhere, just in a boot. Greg Oden is ass. Don't be like him. Melo and Amari will never work together. Trade Amari. I can kind of go with that. I mean, based off of recent history. But let's see what happens first. You know what? I say trade Amari Stoudemire next trade deadline if his ass is healthy enough and the New York Knicks aren't doing the damn thing. People are just outside just rolling around on bikes. What do you think about Lamar Odom? Is he going to be a free agent? I think Lamar Odom is either going to be bought out, he's going to be a free agent, or he's going to be traded. That's it. And you know what? I know Lamar Odom went through a lot of tough things. I made that video earlier in the week. I said he got bit by the Kardashian curse. I know people in his family have passed away. I know he almost got traded. But at the end of the day, dude, you're a professional. You're getting a check. You robbed a billionaire. I know Mark Cuban robbing him isn't such a big deal, but listen, man, go out and earn your money and stop acting like a little punk bitch. I mean, just go get paid playing basketball. What do we have here? Twitter blowing up. Should Steve Nash leave Phoenix next season? I see you, Riley Locke. And what team would he have the best championship chances in a starting role? If I'm Steve Nash, I'm taking my ass right to Miami. I mean, when he says if the Suns don't improve, I'm leaving, he might as well have said, I'm packing my bags and I'm getting the hell up on out of Phoenix. I'm going from the desert and I'm going to the beach. And let me just say, I've been to Phoenix. There's nothing worse than being outside and it's 100 degrees at nighttime and you got sand from the desert blowing in your damn face. So if I was Steve Nash, I'd get my ass the hell up on out of there and I'd be in Miami ASAP. Chandler, Defensive Player of the Year. He's not getting that award, bro. Cut it out. Championship this year. They need to fire Spoelstra. You know what? I think if the Miami Heat don't win an NBA title this year, which is it can happen. It's a reality. I think Eric Spoelstra does get the damn boot. I think it's a possibility that Chris Bosh gets flipped for some other players. And you know what? The Miami Heat, I think they have the most riding on who the hell they are based on what happened, 2 years ago, last year when they brought in all these superstars. And should John Wall move? John Wall just fell off the face of the earth playing for the Washington Wizards. You know, if they don't get better next year, this poor guy is going to be out of town. I mean, damn it. I know they can offer him the most money, but John Wall, man, he hasn't been hot since Kentucky. Who's worse? On Twitter, Mike Johnson says, Kwame Brown or Greg Oden? Real funny. What are your thoughts on Avery Bradley starting over Ray Allen? I see you, Mr. Matt Van Arsdale, on Twitter. You know what? It lit the Celtics up. And I mean, we all know Ray Allen. He can still play. I don't think him coming off the bench is a detriment to the team. It shows in how they've played recently. And Ray Allen doesn't seem to mind. If anything, I think it helps the team. And all of a sudden, Avery Bradley is playing with confidence. The guy is shooting the ball. It doesn't do anything but help the Boston Celtics. Nestor, it disappeared. John Wall to the Heat. Let's stop playing ESPN Fantasy Calculator. I don't know about no damn John Wall to the Heat. Carmelo Anthony. You know what? Let's trade everybody in the NBA. Victor Elman is talking about trading Carmelo Anthony. Let's trade Kobe Bryant to the Charlotte Bobcats for Kemba Walker. Let's see if we can do that. Pat Riley needs to coach, says Volas 1210. Does Pat Riley want to coach? Does LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, do they want to get yelled at by Pat Riley? I think Pat Riley is best served in his Armani suits and his slick back hair, just barking orders and ready to fire somebody when it needs to go down. And if Pat Riley goes down onto the bench and he doesn't win, how do you think he feels about that? I mean, yeah, we all know this guy's hand is glistening. This guy has all types of rings on his hand. But nobody wants to go down and be remembered last as a loser. Pat Riley went out a winner. And you know what? He'll probably keep it moving. 713 Ayala 1 says, should the Lakers trade Bynum? You know what? Andrew Bynum has played, he's played great. I mean, when you think about it this season, he's been an all-star. He grabbed 30 rebounds against the Spurs the other night. But Andrew Bynum is taking three-pointers. He actually has the ball right now. He's elbowing little guys. I mean, look, we all know he's a little off in the head. I can attest. I've been around him for maybe about an hour. He's a little off in the dome, but he's a crazy basketball player. He has physical gifts, and the guy is absolutely huge. I don't know anybody who's going to give him problems if he wants to go out and play. I wouldn't trade Andrew Bynum as long as he's healthy. I would just chalk it up to, look, dude, just get your head together, grow up a little bit. I think everybody, for the most part, does it. As long as he's not doing a Delonte West and running around with guns, I think Andrew Bynum, I think he'll stay on the Lakers. And your main man, Dwight Howard, doesn't seem to want to go. I think he would have been there already if that was the case. In like 5 years, what will happen to the Boston Celtics? Well, we all know Kevin Garnett, his ass will be gone. Ray Allen will be gone. Paul Pierce will be gone. And Rajon Rondo may be gone himself. So look, 5 years from now, that's too damn far down the line. Do you know what your ass is going to be doing 5 years from now? I think that's a better question. Right here on Twitter, at JR Sport Brief. Jack Brogan, Nuggets offseason roster changes. Now look, the Nuggets, they started something when they got JaVale McGee. They brought his crazy ass in there, just skyhooking things all over the damn place. But the Nuggets, in my opinion, they have too many guards and forwards who do the same things. I think they need to flip some of those players. I mean, Al Harrington, Danilo Gallinari. I mean, look, you got too many guys that do the same damn thing, and that's just flat out score. Flip them for some defense. I think they need to build a team around one guy. And I don't know if you want to do that around Ty Lawson or Gallinari. But you know what? The Denver Nuggets started hot on that whole Detroit Pistons team concept. That's not going to win them a title. Do you think Melo should win the MVP this year? That's a hilarious question. How far do I see the Celtics going in the playoffs? They're going to go make noise in the playoffs, and they're just going to keep it moving. Let me see. Hit me up on Twitter, people. At JR Sport Brief is easier. I see all of the text right here on YouTube as well. UNC Fanatic 50. New York Donovan. The Asian Pinoy Kid. Victor Elman. I see all you guys hitting me up here on YouTube. Twitter people are blowing me up as well. At JR Sport Brief. Would the trade Kemba Fisher be a good deal to the Lakers? I'm a little bit confused by that. I think Ricardo has been living underneath a rock. You know, here we have another question. I hate to break it to you, Mr. Rip City Blazers on Twitter, but the Blazers probably will not make the playoffs. I mean, the Blazers might as well be done. Pronounce hilarious correctly, please. Welcome to America. 1999 was the same. Let's not give up hope. You know, this must be a Knicks fan. You know what? There's hope, and then there's reality. I hope every single damn year that the New York Knicks win an NBA championship, something they haven't done since 1973. I hope they win every year, but the reality is no one wins every year. Not too many teams win back-to-back years, and the New York Knicks, the current team, they don't look like they're going to do a damn thing. I'd be shocked if the New York Knicks go to the NBA Finals, and by the way, they lost in 1999, so I don't know if I want to use that as an example. Will Lamar Odom be back to the Lakers next season? His ass ain't going back to the Lakers. Cut it out. What do we have here? Does Minnesota make the playoffs next season? I think they can. I think they have some solid pieces in Minnesota. Let's see if Ricky Rubio comes back. I can't think of that big center's name right now. But the Minnesota Timberwolves, somebody tell me his name on YouTube. The Minnesota Timberwolves has a center. This guy looks like he came out of a Rocky movie. This guy's like 8 feet tall and 300 pounds. He's a European dude, and he looks like he just cracks skulls. I like the Timberwolves. You know what? They can go places built on or being built with Ricky Rubio and Kevin Love. We know that guy's a rat. I'd be shocked if the Knicks make the second round. Will the Raptors trade Bosh? Yeah, the Toronto Raptors are going to trade Bosh. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we got more things. Well, screw you, JR. Thank you, Crypto, just for telling the truth. Somebody is asking me about... What's up, Alex Hood on Twitter? Man, what are you asking me about the Chicago Cubs? We all know they're going to be ass. I mean, outside of Starlin Castro, the Cubs aren't doing anything. Will Rondo ever become a scorer? I see you, Joshua Armstrong, on Twitter. Rondo will become a scorer when he actually, you know what, can shoot a ball. But he is a point guard. He is a great point guard. I don't know what the hell you want him to do. Do you want him Carmeloing it up and taking like 30 jumpers a game? Leave Rondo alone. Let him improve upon his shot when he's open, which he has done, by the way. But I don't think Rajon Rondo is going to be the next Kobe Bryant or Dwayne Wade in regards to scoring the ball. There you go. Nikola Pekovic, or however you pronounce that guy's name. That guy on the Timberwolves is a monster. You don't want to see that guy in a dark alley. He would kick Andrew Bynum's ass, I think. He has no fear in his heart. More things on Twitter. People are blowing me up. Follow me on Twitter at JR Sport Brief, folks. Ask me for a follow. Yeah, Pekovic. That guy is an ass kicker. Will the Blazers get Darren Williams? Okay, that's a funny question. Hey, JR, who should Oklahoma City re-sign, Ibaka or Harden? Because I don't think they can re-sign both. Well, look, man, this isn't something that I've thought about, but you know what? James Harden, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy decided to go to another team and win. I wouldn't be surprised if he took less money to stick around because he just seems like he loves balling. I think probably if you had to pick one of the two right now at this point in time, Harden is more important because he's like one of the only guys you can pull off the bench. He can play multiple roles. They have big bodies. I think they would miss Harden more so in the long term than Ibaka. And I know Serge Ibaka blocks 15 shots a game, grabs rebounds, and has a nice jump shot. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept both of those guys. But let's see. I thought they were going to make noise and possibly go to the finals last year. Let's see what Oklahoma City can do this year because they have bodies, they have scoring. I think the only detriment is those big bodies aren't necessarily scorers. They are all defenders. Nestor the Knicker, he says Blake Griffin is overrated. Yeah, I think he is. But when he dunks on you, I don't think there's a damn thing overrated about that. Ask Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol was flailing like a little bitch when Blake Griffin was dunking on him. Eastern Conference winner. I went through all of that. I named my top teams. I think Eastern Conference is either the Bulls or the Miami Heat. Hey, JR, will Derrick Rose win the MVP? No, it ain't happening. He has been too damn injured. It's not happening. Let me check Twitter. What the hell is going on over here? People are tweeting me. Somebody's telling me about a Lebanese basketball player who scored 113 points in the game. You know what? I mean, I'm not dissing Lebanon, but it's Lebanon. Lebanese basketball. I mean, the guy scores 113. Who cares, right? With Bosh getting 16 and 14, do you think he can keep it up through the playoffs? Chris Bosh can play. I know he runs down the court like a little girl and he's tapping microphones and people like to call him gay, but we all know Chris Bosh can play and nothing that he does should surprise anybody. Chris Bosh is a beast. Or ask Perkins. Yeah, Kendrick Perkins knows all about Blake Griffin nuts to the mouth. He knows that. And more questions coming on Twitter. You think Kevin Love will win an MVP later on in his career? He absolutely has the ability to do so if he stays healthy. Kevin Love is a complete power forward. In my opinion, if I had to build a power forward, it would be him. And I don't have time to sit down and play video games, but what power forward do you know is rebounding, scoring, shooting, hustling? I mean, the only thing this guy doesn't necessarily do is block shots like Serge Ibaka. What do you think about Beasley? Beasley is a crazy-ass guy. I mean, that's what I think about Beasley. I mean, there's nothing else to say there. How come you think Tyson can't win Defensive Player of the Year? How come you think? Why do you write like that? I don't even want to answer that. Tyson Chandler is not winning Defensive Player of the Year because of the Knicks' record. And, I mean, yeah, he's an 11-11 guy, and he's blocking, what, a shot and a half a game. But I don't think he's winning it. If he wins it, I'd be surprised. Why are the 76ers ass right now? The 76ers are ass right now because they don't know what the hell Doug Collins wants them to do. Let me tell you something. Evan Turner, I've met Evan. Evan is a cool dude, but Evan Turner has a unique skill set. This is a point guard who is 6'7". He's bigger than everybody. He has to work on his jump shot, but he's grabbing or has the potential to go out and grab like 8 to 10 rebounds a game. And then you have Lou Williams, Elton Brand. Look, the 76ers are a big mosh of just a bunch of guys put together. I don't think they're a full team. And when you boil it down, who the hell are you giving the ball to? I think that's the problem with the Philadelphia 76ers. They're going to get there one day. How do I think the Pacers will do in the playoffs? The Pacers are going to go to the playoffs, they're going to make some noise, and then their asses are going to get eliminated. This is a first step in them moving along, especially with Roy Hibbert being an all-star and moving up. You have Danny Granger. The Pacers are going to be around. I don't necessarily think this year is their year. People are killing me on Twitter. Who cares about the Jazz? I mean, the triple-double. Kevin Love won't be on the T-Wolves forever. Okay, I mean, hell, that's a reasonable thing to say. Will Amari Stoudemire return and mess up the Knicks' chemistry? I mean, do you think Amari Stoudemire or Carmelo Anthony is going to go out there every day and drop like 50 and 60 points? He can't do it. The Knicks need to be a full team. Would Dwight be a good fit for the Heat? The honorable asshole. Dwight Howard would be a fit for any team in the NBA. Let's get that straight. But I think talking about him going to the Miami Heat is extremely premature and doesn't necessarily make any damn type of sense. What else do we have here?